show you guys a typical workday as an EPIK teacher. I work as an EPIK teacher in Busan, in the Namgu area. Today is Friday, so I only work with 6th graders, so 6'1", 6'2", 6'3". There is a 5th grade class. I think it's 5'2". I might work with that class depending on if my teacher needs help or not, but normally I don't. The only reason she need help is we're doing snack shop today, and she brought snacks for the kids, and she needs help like bringing out the snacks and like managing the kids. But yeah, see you guys later. So lunch is over, the bell just rang. So normally for lunch we have Korean food. Today it's because it's Friday, we had Western food. So what I mean like Korean food, like a typical lunch would be there's rice, there's soup, you have your banchan, so different types of kimchi, something sweet, and there's always a protein. Today I ended up teaching all 4 classes. For the first 3 classes we ended up playing Simon Says for all 3. All 3 play Mafia. The kids love Mafia. Only problem is, so normally for like activities, we have English police if they're like talking to each other. But since it's like Children's Day this weekend, my teacher wanted to keep it chill. So it's just like more like a listening activity as opposed to like a talking activity. So like a lot of it's just like, they were using like the character names like Mafia, police, doctor. They were saying that in English, but like why like someone was the Mafia, they were talking in Korean, which is fine. So like if we ever play it again, then like I'll explain like phrases they can use. Simon Says that was also just listening. I was surprised, like I mean they're 6th graders, but the 3rd graders know like head, shoulders, knees, and toes better than the 6th graders. But that could be because the 6th graders now had a different teacher when they were in 3rd and 4th grade. The teacher that I'm teaching with now for 3rd and 4th grade just started last year. Another activity I did, which you saw in the previous clip, was kids, they were working with their group to see if they can create like the tallest tower using clay and spaghetti. They did that and they had to do that in 10 minutes, and then my teacher measured to see who had the tallest one. So we did that for the first 2 classes, but like the last class we didn't have enough spaghetti. My teacher forgot to buy more. So we ended up playing Go Fish. So we had 3 different decks. So one for ABCs for the lower level students. For the kids who are regular students and like the higher level students, they use adjectives and verbs. Let me see if I can show you guys a deck. Here they are. So what is this? This is ABCs. So it's just like this. This deck, it's in Korean, I don't know what that says. So, oh, these are nouns. Okay, never mind, these are nouns. And then this one, I also don't know what it says. So these are adjectives, so they weren't, she told me verbs, so I think she meant nouns. So, kids played that. They weren't as excited to play Go Fish, but they also weren't dreading it either, so that's a win. And then for the 5th grade class, the previous class, we had them make signs and like pick 2 food items for their menu. So we designated each group, so it could be spicy and sweet, it could be sweet and sour, salty sweet, and whatever the last combination is, because I totally forgot what I said earlier. So she brought 6 different snacks, and she brought 8 different snacks for the kids, and basically they just acted out as like shop owners and customers today. So we had like a sheet of paper with like the script, the dialogue, and we went over it with them, and then they acted it out. And the kids loved it because kids love food, and like it was the class right before lunch, so they were hungry. Once again, like normally we would have an English police, but because like it's Children's Day this weekend, she just wanted to keep it chill. So a lot of the kids are like outside, and they're stretching right now and warming up, but I guess they're gonna play some sports games. I don't know what they're playing exactly. I guess the American equivalent would be like field day. Is that what it's called? I forgot. Like it's been a while because we only have field day in elementary school. But oh yeah, I think they're competing because they're all wearing like different colored t-shirts for like their each class. So we'll see. I don't know. I don't really know much about it. Maybe I'll film them because I have a view of it in this English classroom. So normally, since it's lesson planning period right now, so for example, today's Friday. Monday I teach 5-1, 5-2, 5-3, and 4-1. So I have my 5th grade textbook and my 4th grade textbook. Normally I like to be a unit ahead. So today's activity was like the project. They've already done the review, so they're done with, what is this? Unit 3. They already did story time with her previously. And then the next unit is what's your favorite subject? So normally I go ahead and I start writing my notes. So for look and listen, I have my notes for the picture. Same thing for look and say. Things like read and talk, I don't, because this is usually like a listen and repeat. My favorite season, okay, so this is the reading. I always have notes like what questions to ask them at the end of the reading. Think and write. The text is short, so I normally don't write notes for it. Project. We normally don't follow the project in the textbook, or like sometimes we base our idea off of it. And then for review, I write notes only for section A though, and like I do the dialogue instead of the CD. Since we're starting a unit, so it'll be unit 4, period 1. So normally we'll do, what is this, look and listen. We'll do the listen and repeat. Sometimes we do the listen and do, and then we'll do listen and play. Sometimes we don't follow the textbook. It just depends. Later I'm gonna go over with my teacher what activity we're gonna do. I don't do any lesson planning. I do more of like just talking during class. A lot of pronunciations, a lot of like classroom management, getting the kids to quiet down and to listen to us. I think for 4th grade, depending what she did with them last class, it might just be review and project. So they'll be finishing up a unit. Maybe I might even be helping them proctor a test. I don't know, it just depends. So I just gotta double check with my teacher. Normally, let's see here. Yeah, Thursday and Friday, normally from like 1 to 4:30, I'm not really doing anything, but recently I started book club. So for 6th period, there's 6 different periods in a day. I do book club. It's for 3rd and 4th grade, which is difficult to do because they don't know that much English. But it's hard because there's some, like, part of the club has really low level, and part of the club, like, the kids are really smart. I'm still trying to work that out to meet like a medium book where like the kids will read it and understand what's happening. But then it's not so easy that like the kids who are ahead of the game are like, this is boring, what am I doing? So I'm still trying to find a medium. The second book club I did yesterday went a lot better than the first book club that I did. Yeah, because first book club I did Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. If you guys know that book, it's like a book you read in kindergarten about the alphabet. And then yesterday I did if you give a mouse a cookie. It's over there. I forgot the title. But yeah, I did that with them yesterday. And the kids maybe not like the book, but they like the activities. And they retained the vocabulary that I taught them. So I taught them like straw, milk, cookie, broom, tape, crayons. Hey guys, so I just met up with my teacher and I totally forgot that like Monday we don't have school because we're observing Children's Day that day. So I'm gonna teach 4-2, 4-3 and 3-1, 3-2, 3-3 with my part-time co-teacher. So for 4-2 and 4-3, they're a little bit ahead of 4-1 as far as lesson planning goes. So we're probably gonna do like a listen. We don't do this listen and repeat. We just play the whole video and have the kids repeat after each sentence. Then we gotta come up with a game. Usually for my part-time co-teacher, she comes up with the games because her flash drive is backed up with games. We might just change up the words, or she already has something done for last year. These are the same textbooks as last year, but for 5th and 6th grade, the textbook's newer. From my other friends, they're telling me that like these textbooks are gonna change probably for me next year because the characters, it's supposed to be the same characters from 3rd to 6th grade. Okay, so then for 3rd grade, we're gonna do, let's see here, ABC World, so they're gonna work on M and OP. We usually do, we do all A, B, and C with the kids, and then we have the kids line up and then I make sure they did everything correctly. For ABC play, we're probably gonna do a whiteboard activity where, let me show you the classroom. So this isn't my classroom for 3rd and 4th grade, but it's set up the same way. So this would be team A, so team B, team C, and basically there'll be one whiteboard and then we'll just pass it along and there'll be like different rounds. So usually round 1 is I say the letter and then they'll write down the uppercase letter and the lowercase letter. Round 2 is with words, so they're gonna write down the word. And then round 3, I mix it up. So here, let me show you an example. Round 1, first student gets the board. So I would say P. And then whoever's the fastest will get the point. And then my teacher double checks that they wrote a capital P correctly and a lowercase p. She's really picky about how they write their letters. And then round 2, it'll be like pig. And then whoever's the fastest will get the point. And then round 3, I could say P or pig. The last round, I guess like round 4, each team will get like a representative for their team. Depending on like time, it's like how many representatives they have, but they'll come to the front and then they'll compete right next to each other, right in the front. And then whoever writes it the fastest gets the point as well. Hey guys, so I thought I'd pop in and show you a quick outfit of the day. So I got this dress yesterday from Lotte Mall. It's from Style Nanda. And then under these, I'm wearing tights. I got these tights from Daiso. They were super cheap.